Hey guys, you're watching Explore the Weird. Welcome back, goons. I got more videos from Shaman Says today, so it's gonna get wild. He's always saying, and he's always saying. Damn it, Shaman, just say the things. Just say the things. Guess what? He has not only given me enough videos for this video, he's given me enough videos alongside all the other goons. Nathan Castle, my wife, Lamasu218. Everyone's giving me so many videos that we're literally gonna have videos for months. Do you guys see all this content we're pushing out? Well, guess what? You clicked on this video. This is longer form reaction channel. I really react to the videos. There's a lot of craziness that happens on this channel. So if you're into that, welcome. Welcome, goons. Oh man, a true goon interacts with the video before the video even started. All right, we're gonna get right into it. More Shaman Says videos. Shaman said, Shaman saying, Shaman keeps saying. All right, let's get right into it.
What did Meek Mill say?
But if we get paid to rap about that stuff, they actually pay us more when we rap about more ignorant stuff, so I make sure
So they're told to push a certain narrative, right? Now, why would they do that? Seems like Ice Cube knows why. Recently, he was on the Club Random podcast, and this is what he said.
Same people who own the labels own the prisons. Literally the same people? Literally the same people. It seems really suspicious, if you want to say that word. The records that come out are really geared to push people towards that prison industry.
I mean, us conspiracy minds already knew, right? I did a video on this last year. And it must be well known in the industry. Listen to what Tekashi says.
I bet you there's rappers in here right now that can rap way better than me. You can rap way better than me. You will never be where I'm at because this industry is rigged. It's rigged.
And Tupac must have been presented with this information back then, because look at what he says about the future of rap. Listen.
Shit, I don't know. It depends on his balls. You know, he's got big nuts like me. It's gonna get way harder. But shit, if he's got little nuts, it's gonna start getting back to a different type of rap. You know what I'm saying? Partying and f***ing and all of that type of shit. Because that's what we talk about when they don't let us talk about what we really want to talk about.
Oh, gotta have them big nuts. Interesting. I like that. I like everything that this guy is exposing because, you know, hey, this is potentially a real thing. They are the same people that own the jails as well as the music industry. Oh my god, that explains why so many artists go to jail and they come back and they're like even greater than they were before. They're doing the things in the jails. Oh wow. So yeah, Ice Cube knew. Ice Cube has told a lot of things. There's been a lot of truth sayers in the industry that speak out, and you know, their content's not pushed as much, and you start to wonder, hey, maybe I do need to start talking about the things that the industry wants me to talk about if I want my content shown everywhere. You know, it kind of makes sense. I am kind of feeling this. It kind of appears to be true, at least in my reality. All right, let's keep it going.
Perhaps the most famous Baal in the Bible is in the book of Exodus. God delivered his people, they got together, and they created a golden calf. And they worshipped it. You would worship Baal if you wanted to succeed and be affluent and live a lavish lifestyle. Baal is typified as a bull. A calf is a baby bull. They were worshiping Baal. And see, what happens is we read the Bible and we think, those people are primitive. Thankfully, we've moved beyond that sort of primitive thinking. Thankfully, we don't worship a Baal or bull. Yes, we do. This is right next to the New York Stock Exchange. If we were Hebrews from the Old Testament, we would say, well, there's Baal, the golden bull, and we worship him because we want a bull or Baal market. A bull or Baal market is a thriving market. What I'm telling you is this: we're dealing with new days but old demons. I've said this for a long time. If the people change and things don't, that means that the spirit working through them is the same.
Wow, I did not know that the calf was somehow related to older demons, and it's weird because in my religion, the cow is sacred, you know, and the calf is just a young cow. So it's like, ew, what the hell? But then again, I don't think anyone in my religion has any malicious intent. We accept everything. We are like all the gods. We acknowledge every single god that's out there. So we're never going to deny your religion or anything. So this is an interesting take. Hey, if you pray to a golden cow, you are somehow praying to old demons. Oh boy, talking about old demons. Oh man. Then again, Lord Shiva. Oh my god, and even. Oh my god, and then the babies that drank the cow milk. Oh my, I'm thinking so many things in my head, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm not feeling this one, but hey, I've heard this about like the goats. You know, oh, sometimes the goat things and the owls, you know, but I haven't heard this about. This is the first time. All right, let's keep it going.
Do any other civilizations have a flood myth? more than 200 of them have flood myths, but I'll give you one example that I love. China actually, and some of the most ancient records that we have of China, they were a monotheistic culture that worshiped a god called Shangdi, which means the one above the emperor. And their first great emperor is called Yu the Great, and he became an emperor after he figured out how to irrigate the water that was left over from a flood that had devastated China. And in that flood narrative, they believe that a couple called Fuxi and Nuwa built a boat, got in the boat, and sailed up to the heavens. There was a leak of water that was coming out of the heavens, flooding the earth. You hear there, Noah put together these 5 stones and mixed up some tar pitch, and then took a brush and painted a rainbow in the sky that sealed the heavens. And so Nuwa in a boat paints a rainbow in the sky to put an end to the flood. Sound familiar?
I did not know, I guess, how the flood ended. I just know a flood happened and then what? It receded or something, right? So no, they actually had, I guess in Chinese mythology, they actually did a whole like journey up to the heavens to come back with some. And then the boats, is that like the Vimanas in the Mahabharata or something? Oh boy, so many similarities. And no matter what, there's the ark again. The Noah narrative? The Noah narrative must be real. Like, there must have been a guy that somehow saved all these species, you know? And I've recently watched so many versions of that story in movie form, and I'm like, oh boy, there's a lot to take in. I'm ready. I just want human species to continue. That's all I'm hoping for. Keep going. And I know we will. Our timelines are all infinite. So somewhere in that infinite space, Teddy's made it.
You're hiding the true answer to this question from us. Look at these images. Can you figure out why Himalayan salt looks like flesh? I'll give you a hint. We are living on the remains of a much larger past. It's believed that giants once roamed the earth. The Book of Enoch speaks of a species called the Nephilim, giants born from the union of fallen angels and human women. These beings were enormous, powerful, and possessed knowledge far beyond human capabilities. Many structures and details today can be attributed to these giants. Think about the massive doorways, stumps from enormous trees, and giant skeletons that have been found. But it gets even deeper. Tartaria was known for its monumental architecture and technological prowess. Could the Nephilim have been a part of this empire? Their immense strength and knowledge could explain how such grand structures were built. But there's even more. The Bible mentions that God was furious at the chaos the Nephilim had caused, and he sent a great flood to cleanse the earth. This cataclysmic event buried these giants, and all we are left with today are their petrified remains. This brings us to another question. Could geology just be hardened biology? Over millennia, their bodies have fossilized into the pink salt we know today. It's no wonder this salt is known for its mystical and healing properties. What if it holds...
Yeah, the salt is known for its mystical and healing properties, and it's also like getting rid of negative ions in the space and stuff. It's wild. The salt does a lot. But does the salt do so much because of the biological petrified form, or is there something more spiritual that's going on with those salt rocks? I mean, salt does hold electricity and stuff, right? So there's like healing properties potentially. I mean, yes, there is, but okay, interesting. I mean, I'm not sure about the giants, but as I keep going into the Nephilim and keep understanding that if these beings did exist and they were petrified and fossilized, then hey, is that really, like, how much more can we keep doing this? At like taking oil out of the ground with, like, you know, in the Middle East, oh, we just have years and years, lifetimes worth of oil. You know, is that going to be lifetimes worth of Himalayan salt, or are we actually going to run out because we mined up all the petrified giants? You know, these are the things I wonder. When we run out, or are we going to have to come up with new sources of Himalayan salt? What are we going to do to create it? How do you create it? Oh boy, and what happens once it's all mined? Will it ever be all mined? Oh man.
Senate of Rome is now the Cardinals of Rome.
Didn't they assassinate Caesar? Were they the ones who were behind the assassination?
Because he was a popular hero, JC, the ruler of our calendar, which we call Anno Domini, and most Christians think it's the other JC, Jesus Christ calendar. It's not. It's Julio calendar. And Anno Domini, the Lord, Domini, was his son, Augustus. He was the Lord. He was the son of God. They proclaimed him a god because he was so good to the popular people. He was a popular hero. Think about it. Francesco Carotta, an Italian writer, he's discovered that Jesus is Julius Caesar. Brutus betrayed Julius, Judas betrayed Jesus. Wow. Both died on the Ides of March. Both crossed the river, one the Rubicon, one the Jordan. Both were famous for having to do with a town called Capernaum. Both were popular heroes. The list goes on and on and on. And we still have the Anno Domini, the AD calendar. Well, who is this Lord? Well, it's JC. Julius Caesar, in one capacity, is Jesus Christ. That's what they do. Yeah, that's what they do.
Oh my God, is this guy reading the Book of Wisdom? I swear I have that book now. No, this is an interesting correlation. I have not heard this one. Recently, I'm coming back from the Terminator one. It's like, oh, Sarah Connors and all these guys. It's all rewritten. The Matrix and Terminator, they're all in the same universe. And it's like, what the hell? Just different timelines. You know, and it's like the second never mind, that's a whole different thing. But yeah, this is even wilder. Julius Caesar is JC. Oh my god, Rome never fell, it became the... I'm not here to denounce your religion, I'm not here to push anything. This is interesting. I mean, it is just a correlation. Just because he's making a correlation doesn't mean we all just randomly believe it. Hey, you make your own determination, you believe whatever you want. I'm not here to change it. All right, let's keep it going.
Little blurb update today on Epstein. It was showing a photo of him at Disney. He's sitting down at the table, Piglet's behind him. It's him and another guy sitting down, and this guy's holding this girl, like by her arms like this. That same girl is in another photo with Epstein. They're on the plane. She's like she's sleeping, she's laying down, and he's holding her like this. Then, come to find out, Disney sent kids to his island for 9 years
snorkeling.
And
Holy shit,
their cruise ships made stops at his island all the time.
Dude.
Wait, how the heck did the cruise ship make stops? It was that dock could dock a cruise ship? I mean, I guess in theory anything can be docked as long as there's a dock. Did I do a thing? Regardless. This is scary. I hate this. I hate all of this. Stop hurting the kids. Leave the children alone. Just go away. It is so horrible, you know, that even corporations are involved. In corporations, what? You're going to go after the corporation? They're still going to exist even after you go after them. You ain't going to bring down that corporation. That's a gigantic corporation. Oh, boy. All right, interesting. I never knew about this. I'm 100% sure maybe some snorkeling happened, but there were ulterior motives in those trips, and I don't know how accurate this information is, but it feels believable. And now, hey, you win anything from Disney, be careful. Oh, parents, I just won that Disney cruise ship. I'm going to be a princess. No, don't do it. Yeah, they're like, hey, free trip, and then free PTSD for the rest of your life. No, it's not worth it. All right, let's keep it going.
You were both in Skull and Bone, the secret society. It's so secret we can't talk about it. What does that mean for America? The conspiracy theorists are going to go on. Sure they are. I don't know. I can see the red number 322.
It is my sad duty to report this afternoon that my friend and colleague, Tim Russert, the moderator of Meet the Press and NBC's Washington Bureau Chief, collapsed and died early this afternoon while at work at the...
Okay, that is just weird because I've heard about that gun that exists from the CIA that causes these things to happen. And you would never know, there's no trace, but we know the gun exists. And you start to wonder, was he silenced like some of the Boeing guys? Never mind, don't come after me. I'm just simply exploring, all right? Just simply explore it. This guy has many other things that they say he's done. What was he when he misspoke and he's like Iraq? Oh yeah, Iraq too. When he meant to say like Ukraine or something, or Iran. I mean, regardless, it don't matter. He's done some things, and some people are upset with him, and some people love him. It's all your preference. I'm not here to change your political views. I'm just simply exploring, and you're exploring with me. How you doing? Are you a goon? Did you interact with the video before the video even started? All right, I'm just checking. And shout out to you, TV gang. Farmer Will, how you doing? How are things? How's the farmers doing? Rapture Farms, how you guys doing? What is it called? What are you cropping? What are you producing? What are you cultivating? this season, I guess. I just want to know. I just want to know. Oh, I know about the chickens. Oh, man. I'm like, man, are farm fresh eggs really better than regular eggs? Is it the flavor? What makes them better? Is it nutrition? I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's keep it going.
The Rudy Gobert thing. What about it? What did you think about it? What did he do? He did that money thing. And got fired. Oh, you gotta fire him. Why? Because you're basically insinuating that refs are getting paid. Yeah. Oh, my bad, Shaq. I didn't mean to bring up whole stuff. But you're insinuating.
You not agree with that?
No, but you're insinuating the refs are getting paid at the game. I thought he should have got suspended. Yeah.
Oh, stop it. Hey, stop it. You're going too far now.
No.
You're going too far. Stop it.
Shaq, let me tell you something. The one thing we can never do in sports, ever, is make people think that the game is not fixed. We can if we ever get to the point, any sport, if they found out, it would ruin the sport. If they found out, it would ruin the sport.
Wait, what the heck? Why is... I'm not sure what's happening here. I mean, at this point, it's all rigged. It's all entertainment to keep us distracted. So if you're part of that distraction, enjoy that distraction. Enjoy the Matrix for when you can. But make sure you're awake. Make sure you know what's really happening. Hey, they keep giving me free food and free entertainment, Teddy. Yeah, they keep doing that. Don't worry about anything else. You just keep doing you. You just keep doing you. Boo. All right, let's keep it going.
What is happening is with shape-shifting, or one way that it's happening, is sometimes that energy field just outside of visible light moves in to that frequency range. It sometimes happens when this vehicle is going through great emotional turmoil. I've had that story told to me many times when people have seen this, the circumstances surrounding it. And at that point, this energy field enters visible light and becomes the prime forward energy field. And then it goes back again. It's a very consistent theme that when these people who've been victims of this, they use a lot of drawing to try to draw out their memories. Again and again, what they draw are people with reptilian eyes. These are actually drawn by a satanically abused person. And these were sent to me with their permission by their therapist. The oldest part of the human brain is what they call the R complex in mainstream science, or the reptilian brain. From the reptilian brain, the R complex, we get cold-blooded behavior, an obsession with hierarchical structures of power, top-down control by the few, aggression, might is right, winner takes all. These things all come from the reptilian brain. And I have just described perfectly the behavior of these hybrid bloodlines that we call the Illuminati.
Oh my God, I did not realize that's what he was talking about. The bloodlines of the Illuminati, the reptilian hybrid shapeshifters that have existed forever and ever. Potentially. I mean, what are you going to do? Try and win against a shapeshifter that can outlive you? I don't think so. They silence you, you gone. That's it. We forget about you. Oh boy. Yeah, stay far away. Don't go after the Illuminati. Just know, they exist, and that you can stay away. Just know. And you may not even know sometimes. They may be in the same coffee shops as the ones you visit, You'll never know. How you going to know what the 1% looks like? Unless you have PMO, you got that demon face syndrome, and you can actually tell because your brain can read those waves, and they're like, these guys, they're shapeshifters. But then what are we going to do? We're going to, gather all the guys that have PMO? They're going to be like the new type of metal detectors, except for demons. It's like, they say that these guys are demons. I said it's going to turn into a witch trials thing. Except they're going to call it demon trials. Wait. Maybe that exists already. Yeah, we're going to keep it going.
See, like, when Diddy fucked Carl Winslow, we was at the party. And, we just chilling and shit like that. And me,
messed up my childhood when he told me that.
Everybody know me, right?
Right.
I'm a goofy nigga. I'm funny and stuff like that. So I hear a nigga just wearing out some shit. I'm like, huh? Like hearing that, I'm like, on 6-0, who's wearing this bitch out?
Right.
Nigga, I kick in the door. Poof. Kick in the door. Nigga, I seen Carl Winslow put
Yeah,
his
that's
head
the
up
father.
on
Ain't that the
six,
father
bro, like,
from Family Matters?
yeah.
No way.
Oh,
the dad.
The dad.
Oh, the dad.
The dad?
Yeah, I swear to God, dead homies, neighborhood crib. So when I see, I seen that,
Man.
and then
So who was piping Carl? Diddy?
yeah, Diddy was. So when I seen that, cuz right, Diddy came back and he was telling me, he was like, it's nothing more enjoyable than having a man do something for some money. I'm like, cuz that shit crazy.
Oh,
than a
nah, that's
motherfucker.
wild, bro.
Yeah, that is wild. There is nothing more enjoyable. He's made a lot of men do some buck wild things, you know, and you start to wonder, why is it always never mind. He throws the party so he can hide in plain sight. Oh, we're just throwing to a P Diddy party, the P Diddler. Yeah. Freaking Diddler. He diddled, and now he's still out, and now they're giving him more time. Now they're giving him more airtime. And then you wonder, hey, how long is this gonna go for? Is we just gonna accept this and continue? He's the new never mind. I don't want anyone coming after me. We're gonna keep it going. Oh boy. Now that we've seen the gang stalking, everything scares me. It's like, oh, they can just turn it on.
Courtney Love's dad was in the CIA. His name was Hank Harrison. He was the Grateful Dead's manager, and Courtney Love was used to peddle heroin into the grunge scene in the 90s.
I've heard way more about Courtney Love than just this, but I never knew about the family background here. Now that does make you wonder if there's ulterior motives, but she's still doing acting, right? She's still doing the things. All right, don't come after me. Why is all these coming after me type things? I'm just exploring here. We're just exploring. All right, whatever you had to peddle back in the day in order to meet your needs and make your father happy, I guess that's what you had to do. But now you're living with that. How you feeling? Yeah, never mind. We're going to keep it going.
George is said to have killed a dragon around 275 AD. And the description of the dragon that he killed consists of a dinosaur known as Baryonyx. And in that very same region, we do find bones of Baryonyx. A city in France, renamed in honor of the dragon that was killed there, described as bigger than an ox with long, sharp-pointed horns on its head. Maybe a triceratops of some sort. Marco Polo, the man not the game, reported in 1271 AD that the emperor in China used dragons to pull his chariots in his parades. And some will say, well, okay, well that makes sense, but then if there were dinosaurs on the ark during the flood and they got off the ark and they lived with men after the flood, then shouldn't we find some written historical documentation of that? Surely people would write about that, and indeed they would, and they did. But remember, the word dinosaur is a brand new word, not invented until 1841, but before then they were called something else, and we find this name in pretty much every single culture all around the world. What were they called? Dragons.
Oh my god, that is wild. We keep finding so many cultural references to dragons. So, yeah, prior to dinosaurs, or prior to us calling them dinosaurs, yeah, they were dragons. There are so many references, and even the kings traveling in them. Are we sure it's not just like a well-dressed elephant of sorts? I don't know. I'm like, were they really able to tame the dinosaurs? Usually you just hear about them extinguishing the dinosaurs. I've never heard any of them tamed. But then there are tamed reptilians. So like, then if those can be tamed, then dinosaurs can be tamed. And then there's the mother of all dragons from that show. The Game of Thrones. I'm sorry. Mind blank. Yeah, interesting. I'm just wondering. I'm feeling the dragons. Oh man, I also liked How to Train Your Dragon. Good movie. I watched it before I even had kids. I watched a lot of animation movies before I had Kyra, and now I'm going back and watching the same ones. Like, I watched the movie Boss Baby, and now Kyra loves Boss Baby, and I'm like, I've seen this before you were even conceived. All right, this sounds. Why are we talking? Never mind. My mind's going crazy. Here we go. All right, let's keep it going.
These sick fucks, they want to do everything opposite. They want to make sure that the art is imitated by life, so they put on some garbage. I'll give you an example. There was a movie called The Patriot with Mel Gibson. in 2000, 1 year before 9/11. And in that scene, in the very beginning of that movie, he's in the rocking chair, and Mel Gibson goes, 9 pounds, 11 ounces, perfect. 9 pounds, 11 ounces, that's perfect. And then the chair falls apart. So they were trying to tell us they actually want stuff out there. So the question is, why do they want the stuff out there? It comes down to one thing. They believe if they tell you, they release their karma.
Oh, yeah, I have heard this guy before. Yeah, this is an interesting thing. They have to openly tell you because they release their karma, but that's not how karma works. We've talked about karma before. Hey, goons, are you doing positive things? I need you to do positive things. There should be no malicious intent in your body. If there is, let's get you some positive energy and positive vibes, sending them your way. There's always energy all around you. You can feel the goon energy as soon as you declare yourself a goon. And if you don't want to feel it, you don't have to feel it. You manifest whatever you want, buddy. It's always there when you need it. Hopefully none of you guys are victims to this, karma offloading and whatnot. And you guys are being good, positive beings and making your own karma and doing things. And if you don't believe in karma, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're going to keep it going. Interesting.
You discover that there were so many pyramids in the Americas. There were literally thousands of them. What happened to them? The Catholic Church blew up the tops of these pyramids and built churches on top of them. How I learned this, I went to Mexico City. I got a homegrown archaeologist. He started showing me all the hills and all the old churches. He said those were all pyramids. We got to eradicate this civilization science, convert our pagan system into a Christian system. We're going to combine the two together. That's why we have all these fake holidays that are all pagan holidays in Christianity. Catholic Church went through something called the Inquisitions, the papal Inquisitions, where they went around the planet and they killed and tortured and murdered 80 million people to convert them into Christianity.
Yeah, well, how else are you going to get followers? Hey, follow this, I give you things. Hey, follow this or I hurt you. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. No, don't come after me. I'm just simply reacting, all right? You stop it. You stop. Simmer down. Simmer down. Oh, Daddy, you attacking my religion? No, I'm not. I'm just simply trying to understand why the churches blew off the pyramids in order to build churches, What was the reason? Oh, boy. Populist control was a thing even back then. They were trying to figure it out. I think at that point they've already figured it out. They're like, we need to build the churches and have people convert. If they don't convert, we force them. Where's the armies at? Where's the armies at? All the systems are going to be pushed via the RB control. Oh. All right, interesting. I don't know where he learned this information. It definitely is eye-opening. Makes you wonder where this homegrown archaeologist got his information as well. And yeah. Very interesting, Billy. All right, let's keep it going.
You're going to want to hear this.
We opened a center in Silicon Valley back in 2017. And the woman who runs it, she's an ex-Facebook executive. I have software engineers and data scientists working at ADL. We're monitoring all this stuff. And we're working with all the platforms, by the way. Google and YouTube and Meta and Twitter and Reddit and Steam and Amazon, all these companies. From like Apple to Zoom, we work with all of them, okay? That's relevant. Because we've been working with Twitter now since it was founded. We worked with the old regime, working with the new regime. Like, I'm talking to Elon, and we're trying to work with them.
He's literally bragging out loud about how they have daily meetings with all the social media companies. Sorry, not even just social media platforms. He said Zoom, private conversations in order to censor speech they do not like. And let's just be 100% straight up. The ADL is not a civil rights group. It is an intelligence organization operating within the United States on behalf of another country.
Anti-Defamation League? So what? They're like the ad collectors or something for all these sites? Like, how are they? They have to be running through the data and then figuring out what's defamation and flag it, right? What is the purpose of the ADL? What is the CEO doing that the companies can't do by themselves? They have the databases, just do it. No, the issue that comes in half the time they hire these other third-party vendors and stuff is they don't have the staff to do everything they're doing, and sometimes it's cheaper contracting a third party to do the stuff that they need, and if that's the way that the ADL got their foot in, now their foot's in the door, now they know your systems. Now are you going to go get another company to go train and learn the system? No, you're going to go with the guys that already know it. And then that's how the partnership starts. And then like that, you're now locked in. and you're always talking to everybody daily. I've seen so many companies like this, especially the consulting companies, you know, Deloitte, Accenture, Capgemini, L&T, Infosys, TCS, literally all of them. This is the name of the game. So once they got it, yeah, of course those CEOs are going to be like, yeah, they're set for life. All they needed was that one pathway in. So of course I feel this isn't anything crazy. This is something I've known and have accepted, that hey, regardless of whether you believe your identity is not tracked or is tracked, there are people like ADL and, you know, Big Brother of sorts that are watching us, spying on us. They can digital ID us, even when you don't have anything that you think can be digital ID'd. Trust me, they got an ID on you. You think all your things that you're doing on the internet is safe? Nah. All right, let's just do 3 more. We're gonna do 3 more.
The sun is local. It only sets due to our perspective of its setting. The sun never truly sets. It moves across a flat plane, only setting to the human vision. If it was truly 93 million miles away, how could something so big become so small when setting? It is all an illusion. How is it that the sun can be underneath the clouds when it is meant to be 93 million miles away? It's impossible. The stars have never changed ever since the day of creation. The stars are light which influence our body, mind and consciousness. NASA are using fisheye lenses. When we go up to the same height, we never see the same curvature. They are hiding the true cosmology. They are hiding the divine creation that we are in.
We never see the same curvature, but you do see a curvature? Never mind. Regardless of what type of Earth you guys are living in your timelines, I'm okay. I'm content with the way everything's going. I'm not worried about it. You can be worried about it for me if you need to, but I ain't worried and I ain't gonna panic about this. Yeah, this could be a thing. I even have recently had conversations with Shaman, who sent me these videos, about how a plane could also be explained in astrology. You know, some people say, hey, if the Earth is flat, you know, and I sometimes worry about YouTube terms of service and saying the Earth is flat, but regardless, we're beyond that now. All the videos are getting suppressed. But if the Earth is flat, can astrology still be a thing? And Shaman was like, yeah, it still can. These are the reasons. And I'm looking at the sun moving farther away, so when sun rises, it comes closer. And now this is the weird thing. Moons have a moon rise and a moon set as well. And there have been, in my timeline, where I have looked up and I have seen the sun and the moon very close to each other, because, hey, that was just the times that they set and rose. So it is not necessarily out of the realm of possibility to see both the sun and the moon at the same time, because they do set at different times. Hey, we're all spinning. All right. We're all moving. I mean, it's not like the flat earthers are saying, hey, we're at a standstill and nothing moves, right? We're all still moving, right? Is there still a thing called space or no? I don't know. Is it all water now? Is everything water? I mean, in firmament, some people believe that there's water above and below. So, okay, I'm spiraling. I'm trying to rationalize this and tell myself everything's. Teddy, you said this didn't matter. I know it doesn't matter, but it's still in the back of my mind somewhere deep. I'm like, never mind. This is turning into something else. We're just gonna do the 2 more, and then I go spiral outside of camera view.
Of course, the black box from the ship that hit that bridge is missing 2 minutes of sensor data and steering inputs. Why wouldn't it? And of course, the ship managed to somehow defy the laws of physics. If you're unaware of what I'm talking about, go ahead and put your tinfoil hat on and follow me. But we have 2 new revelations about that ship hitting the bridge. The first is what Gen Z would refer to as sus. But the second thing is impossible. So let me give you the sus shit first. So they recovered the black box from the ship. They recovered the black box completely intact, because why wouldn't they? The ship didn't fucking sink. Then the NTSB informed us that 2 minutes is missing. And it just so happens to be the 2 minutes leading up to the crash. Even though, as we all know, a black box is supposed to have a backup power supply so you never stop recording. But nevertheless, some very strategic 2 minutes is just fucking gone. And the sad part is, that's the more reasonable part of the 2 things we just found out. Like, the second thing is not just sus, It's impossible. So here's a very short clip of what the NTSB just said.
27 and 4 seconds. The pilot ordered the Dali to drop the port anchor.
If you don't know anything about ships and boats, that might not sound that fucked up to you. So let me just show you. You heard him say that they dropped the port anchor. And the port side of a ship is the left side. Let's all have a basic understanding of physics here for a second. They dropped the anchor off the left side of this fucking ship. How the fuck did this ship turn right? That's not possible.
Right, so if you drop the anchor on the left side, you're anchored on the left side. So wouldn't like the flow of the water?
No, never mind. I ain't feeling the bridge thing at all anyway. I ain't trying to even rationalize this. I feel like there was intervention. Hey, I do feel like there is a cover-up. Hey, I am all about it. Because I've heard this even with our... Oh, I can't. He's not even our boy. He's not even our boy. He is just disgrace at this point, you know? Epstein, when he was unalived, the cameras were mysteriously not working. Worked all before, worked all after, but at the exact time when the unaliving, and I'm saying unaliving because there's speculation whether he did it himself or there was other intervention, but hey, the cameras, there's no proofs. Just like that, the black box for the ship, 100%. Oh man, there is no chance chance now that YouTube's not going to suppress this. We're talking about all the things. We got B. Diddler, we got the Epsteins, we got everything. There's not that thing. We got the flat earth. What else? YouTube terms of service? Tell me the things. All right, we're going to do just one more. But yeah, I am 100% feeling this one.
Rebel. Look at the etymology. Rebel. To change the frequency.
Hey, now the bell makers no longer have to make bells. They got other things they can focus their energies on because now we have these things called headphones that can give you the same frequencies as the bells. Oh man, you can literally do sound healing even with tuning forks and sound bowls and stuff, singing bowls and stuff. So we even seen videos where people grab the singing bowls and they put it on your body and rub it all over you. Hey, whatever you need to do to line yourself with us, we are positive beings. We are goons. We're gonna make it. And guess what? You made it to the end of the video. Wow. Yeah. The bells was the last one. What do you think? Yeah, they took away all the bells to make ammunition and whatnot for the wars, but we never needed to bring the bells back, and the bell makers continued doing other things for societies. And you wonder, do we need to go back to that tech or not? That is on you. The frequencies exist. Listen to what you need to. That information is there. Other than that, that is it. You made it to the end. Let me know. Lambo. It's always Lambo. I'm waiting for it. I know that Future Teddy got it. I'm just trying to see. Just wait. And eventually I will be alongside Future Teddy, and the goons will be alongside all of us, and we will be winning. Oh wait, we're already winning. Do you feel like you're winning? Why not? Come on now. You're watching a Teddy video. You're 100% winning. All right, there should be videos on the screen now. Click on either one of them. Continue getting your goon fix. The one in the middle, you can subscribe. Go to my channel. Do all the things. Find even more. All right, guys. Goodbye.